Hello there, hello everybody, and welcome to this ROS Basic Learning Week. So during all the week we are going to be doing trainings each day. I'm going to show you, all of you now, a schedule of what this is going to be like. But before everything, let me do a very brief introduction. I am Alberto from the Construct. I am in charge of the academy, basically of the Robotic Night Academy. And yeah, so due to this situation, I'm sure all of you are aware already of the situation we are having with the COVID-19. So many people has to stay home. Here in Spain, we are in quarantine. This is the second week already, but it's going to last for at least 1 month. So yeah, we decided, because of this situation, to provide this basic ROS Learning Week to all of you that have to stay home, and we want to keep pushing your ROS learning and to keep you involved in this process. So that's why we decided to do this week, and probably we are going to do more events similar to this one during this period, let's say. And yeah, so welcome everybody. I've seen that there is many people from many countries, so welcome everybody. I hope you enjoy this stream. This is a special stream. It's going to last 2 hours, let me say. So usually our live classes are of 1 hour, but in this case it's going to be 2 hours. Yeah. Then now, very quickly, let me show you here the schedule. So you are seeing now probably this page with the basic ROS Learning Week. So today we are on Monday, and it's going to be about Linux for robotics. So before start to learn ROS itself, we want to do a small prerequisites section, which is going to be Monday and Tuesday. And first we are going to introduce you to Linux. We need you to know and learn some basic concepts about Linux, and also about Python, because we are going to be programming ROS using Python. So you need to know some basics so that then it is easier for you, the whole process of learning ROS. Yeah. If you don't have this base, these basic concepts, these prerequisites, it's going to be much harder for you to learn ROS. Yeah. So yeah, even if you know nothing about computers, nothing about robotics, you can attend these classes, because we are going to start from the very beginning, from Linux and from Python. Then when we finish these 2 courses on Monday and Tuesday, you are going to be able to do a small test, an evaluation test, which is optional. You can do it, you cannot do it, as you want. Everything is for free, so you are not going to have to pay anything for this, but you are going to be able to do this evaluation test, and if you pass it, this evaluation test is going to be of Linux and Python concepts, nothing ROS related yet. Then for what you learn on Monday and Tuesday, you are going to be evaluated, and if you pass this test, you are going to get a certificate that you can display, for instance, in your LinkedIn account. So you are going to be able to do this after we finish tomorrow's class about Python. I will explain to you more details about this tomorrow. When we finish the live class of tomorrow, I'm going to explain a little bit more about this, how you can do it, etc. Then on Wednesday we are going to start with ROS. So once you have the base knowledge acquired, then we are going to start with ROS. We are going to start with the basic concept of ROS. What is a node? What is a topic? What is a package? How to create packages? How to compile packages? ROS environment variables, etc. So we are going to start with some basic concepts of ROS, and probably on Wednesday we are going to start a little bit of topics, ROS topics, specifically the publishers, because otherwise on Thursday it's going to be too much. And then on Thursday we are going to focus especially on ROS topics, so you are going to learn about publishers and subscribers, and also about messages. So how you send messages through a topic, how you read these messages, how you create custom messages even, etc. Then with this ROS knowledge, we are going to dedicate Friday to do a ROS robotic challenge, yeah, which is going to consist in making a robot, a simulated robot, go out, figure out by itself, so by reading his sensor data and evaluating this data using ROS programs, ROS scripts that you are going to create. So the robot has to autonomously by itself be able to exit a maze, yeah? Also on Friday I'm going to explain more about this, so don't worry. Each day I'm going to give more details about what we are going to be doing, but basically here I want you to have a global idea of what this basic ROS Learning Week is going to consist of, yeah? So here you have everything explained. Also, let me tell you that you have the chat in case you have any questions. I have my colleagues here that are going to be answering questions for you. I'm also going to be checking from time to time the chat to see if there's any problem or whatever. But for now, I'm going to have also my colleagues here helping me because I see that there are a lot of people, so it's too much for me, I think. But yeah, in case you have any problem, any question, whatever, please leave it here in the chat, and we are going to answer to you. Okay, and yeah, so basically that's it. So now I want to talk to you about the platform, so how we are going to learn all this, how we are going to be doing it. So first of all, on Monday and Tuesday, we are going to work on the Robotic Night Academy, which I'm going to show you right now. This is going to be for today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, and also for the evaluation test. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we are going to be working with the ROS Development Studio. Yeah, so I'm going to explain you. Today I'm going to show you the Robotic Night Academy, and on Wednesday when we start with ROS.js, I'm going to show you and explain you a little bit about ROS Development Studio, yeah? But let's go straight forward to start learning. So I'm going to go right now to the Robotic Night Academy. Here I have the screen, so you have to come here to the link. In case you already have an account, great. If you don't have it, create it, please. It's totally free, so don't worry. It's just a minute. And let me tell you as well that the courses we are going to be doing today are going to be, the course we are going to be doing today, let me come here one moment, is going to be here we have the free courses, which are Linux for Robotics and Python for Robotics, yeah? So today we are going to be working on Linux for Robotics, yeah? Then once you create an account and you log in, you are going to come here to this screen where you have all the different courses that we have, and you will have to come here to the free courses and you will find here the Linux for Robotics, yeah? Then this is a completely online platform, so you don't need to have anything installed in your computer. You don't need to install Linux. You don't need to have you don't need to install Python. You don't need to install anything. You just need to come to this website and come here to the course and start the course. Yeah, everything is done for you. So you can do these courses from an Ubuntu machine, from a MacBook, from a Windows machine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you don't need to have anything installed. Anything is required. Everything, we are providing everything to you. Yeah. Then, so once you are here, you can click on the Start Course window, Start Course button here, and this is going to enter into the course. You are going to see it right now. It may take some minutes to load because there are going to be many instances launched at the same time. So it might take some minutes to load the environment, but let's wait all together. Let me take a chance now to have a look at the chat and see how everything is going. Okay, so I see a lot of activity here. That's great. Hello. I can see here Thomas Mitchell asking, this video will be available later for you? Yes, we are going to, this video is going to be available later, so don't worry. We are going to upload it as a regular video. Also, Raul Misra is asking the same thing. Hello guys. Many people are speaking here. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, some people is asking here the links. Great, website doesn't work for me. Here I see Hinokami Kagura is asking, what is the difference between Ubuntu, ROS and ROS Development Studio? I suppose you are asking the difference between the Robotic Night Academy and ROS Development Studio. You are going to see now what the Robotic Night Academy is. I'm going to explain it to you. And on Wednesday, you are going to see what is the ROS Development Studio, and then you are going to be able to see the differences between them. I'm going to explain them as well. Okay, so it seems people is saying that there is an error in the website. Okay, for me, at least not for now, it's working. Let's see if my colleagues can figure out what's going on. Yeah, it might be an overload in the web page, I don't know. Let's wait a few moments. So meanwhile, I'm going to be answering here some questions. Okay, so here we have Kobe Hasson asking, what is ROS? Well, that's a huge question. I mean, basically ROS is a framework that will allow you to program robots, yeah? To interact with robots, to tell robots what you want them to do, yeah? So basically it's that. It's a language that allows you to speak with robots, let's say, to command robots, and to create programs for your robot in order so that they do things. Okay, here we have one of my colleagues which is saying, wait a second, it is going to work. Loaded. Okay, some people it is starting to load. It looks like. I'm starting to see people who is saying that it loaded. Sanket Jain says, is ROS an operating system? No. No, Sanket, ROS is not an operating system. An operating system is Ubuntu, Windows, let's say. But ROS is not an operating system. It goes a level higher. Yeah, so it goes in a higher level of the operating system. It's a framework, yeah. It's loading. Now Hassan Tariq is asking, Hassan Tariq, can I do path planning in ROS? Yes, you can do path planning. You can do path planning for mobile bases, yeah. You can also do motion planning, for instance, for robotic arms, but yeah, you can do path planning in ROS. If you refer to mobile robots, to navigation, yes, you can. Okay, I'm ready, loaded. Raman is saying we should have a Telegram group. Yeah, that would be nice. We could have a Telegram group for the constructs where we can discuss things there. The website worked finally, says Sarah. Okay, let's see how I have this. I have everything loaded. So I'm going to wait a few minutes yet, however. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to wait a few minutes. So we have today we have 2 hours, so we are not in a hurry. We are going to end at 9. We're 9 here in Barcelona time, but we are going to end in 2 hours. So I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to wait a little bit. Meanwhile, you can the ones which is already loaded enter into the Linux course, and you can have a look here at the platform. A little bit, a preview about this, and you can investigate a little bit here. So here you can see the notebooks that we are going to be following, by the way. Yeah, we are going to be following these notebooks. Then here you have an IDE where you are going to be able to visualize the programs you create, etc. Here you have web shells, yeah, regular Linux shells where we are going to test the commands, the Linux commands. And here we have a gazebo simulation with a BB8 robot in this case, where we are going to apply everything that we keep learning. We are going to apply it in robots. We at the Construct think that the best way of learning is by practicing. So always in our courses we have simulations with robots so that you can practice in robots what you learn. Yeah, because one thing is to learn the theory, but until you practice it and you see what that is useful for in a robot, it's not really learned. Yeah, so that's why we want you to practice everything and apply everything into robots. Yeah, so that you can see straightforward what this is used for. Yeah, so why you need to learn this and how are you going to use this. All right, so let me go back to the chat and let's see how this is going. Loaded. Aidan Colbert says, Alexander DJ says also loaded. Chris Rincon is saying it's not loading. Will you be uploading this video? Yes, we are going to be uploading this video later in case you cannot see it right now. Thomas Mitchell is saying you are doing great, the Construct. Thank you, Thomas, for the support. Loaded here, says Marta Gandola. Yeah, I see here Seth F, which is helping other users. Go to the course Linux for Robotics, then click Start Course. Harsh Agrawal says, do I need knowledge of operating system for learning this? Well, no, you don't need to know anything because we are going to start from the very basics. Yeah, so don't worry. Ardru says, what robot are we going to work on? We are going to work on many robots during the week, but today also we are going to be working with this BB8 robot you can see here. This is one we are going to be working with. We are going to be working also with a Turtlebot 2, which many of you might already know, probably. And we are going to be working also with a Summit XL from Robotnik. Yeah. So these are the robots we are going to be working on. But during the course, then tomorrow also, I think we are going to be working with BB8, Turtlebot. Yeah, so we are going to be working with different robots. It's not going to be always the same robot. Because it's interesting also to see how it applies in different robots, yeah? Alice Morosini says that it loaded for her. Loaded, Rodrigo Velastegui. Are we going to do SLAM? Federico asks. No, we are not going to do SLAM this week. Yeah? So for this week, we are not going to do SLAM. SLAM, for the ones who don't know, it's a navigation concept. Yeah? It means simultaneous localization and mapping. This is a ROS navigation topic, so we are not going to be covering that this week because this is more for ROS Basic stuff. But who knows, maybe in following days, in following weeks, we are going to repeat the same and do a week about ROS Navigation Learning Week. I don't know. If this week, this series is successful and we have support from you guys, we are going to probably think about doing something like this. I see Enes Aigun asking, will this series continue? Well, we don't know. We have to still talk about this. So this is kind of improvised by us due to the situation we are currently with COVID-19. So we kind of improvised this learning week. And if this goes well, if this week goes well, if we have support and you like it, so yeah, this is probably going to continue and we are going to prepare another learning week for sure. Okay, I see now a message from one of my colleagues who says now it should be loaded for everyone. And I can see that the responses are yes, yes, yes. Chris Rincon, Enes Aigun, Gloria de Felix says yes, Sarah Hamdan yes, Rupali G yes, Big Harp yes. Alright, so it looks like it's starting to load for everybody. Great. So meanwhile the environment course gets started for everyone, I'm going to explain a little bit about this environment you are going to be working with today and tomorrow as well. So as I've said before, here we have the notebook, a Jupyter notebook, yeah, where we have basically instructions and where we are going to have explanations about what we are going to be doing, yeah. Here we are in the first unit, so we have a demo of the course, but we are going to pass it for now because it's not interesting right now. So we are going to start directly with unit 1 and start learning. But here we can see a preview as well of the contents of the course. So as you can see here, we are going to learn in this Linux course how to navigate through a Linux file system, how to interact with a Linux file system, how to edit files using the shell with the V-editor in this case, how to manage access to files, yeah, how to modify the permissions of the files in this case, then create simple Linux programs, which are also known as bash scripts, yeah, programs to interact with the Linux system. Also how to manage execution of Linux programs, which are processes, and how to connect to a remote computer of a robot with SSH tool. I'm not sure if we are going to have time to cover all these concepts. I'm going to start going step by step, and well, when time is over, you can continue in your homes doing it. This course is totally free, so don't worry. Once this live class finishes, you can keep going with the course. There's no problem. But you're going to have to do it by yourself because meanwhile I'm doing it here, I'm going to be doing the steps with you. So this is super important. I want you to know that. Let me show you my face one moment for this. All right. So yeah, I want you to, this is super important for us and for our philosophy as a company. So meanwhile I am working, I don't want you to be there in your computer seat with your cup of coffee and listening and doing nothing. No. I want you to be working with me. So meanwhile I am doing, I will be explaining things, yeah, following the notebook, but I'm going to be doing exercises as well. I'm going to be doing things on the shelf. And meanwhile I'm doing stuff, I want you to be doing it with me at the same time, yeah? So we are doing it simultaneously, yeah? So please don't stay there just listening to me and watching my pretty face. I want you to be watching to your computer, to the stream, and to the Robotic Night Academy screen, and be doing and be working and testing everything with me, okay? Right, let's go back to my RIA page. All right, then we are going to be working in this course with the BB8 simulation, and I don't know if we have also talked about the simulation, I'm not sure. Well, for now, I'm going to move to the unit number 2 here, Linux Essentials, yeah? So everybody come here at the left bottom corner of the screen. Yeah, you can click here to see the list of units, and then here this pop-up will open here, and here you can select which unit you want to go to. Then we are going to go to the Linux Essentials unit, yeah? Then you click here, and you are going to see that the Jupyter notebook is going to update, and it's going to show here unit 2, which is for Linux Essentials, yeah? So we are going to start learning the Linux Essentials. All right, and before starting, let me have a last look at the chat and see how things are going. Yeah, so here you can see Unit 2 Linux Basics, yeah? So you have to be here. Here is where I'm going to start to explain things and to do things here in my shells. So everybody please come here. Unit 2 Linux Basics or Linux Essentials, yeah? Then let me have a look at the chat and see how things are going. Gloria Felix says, okay, I'm on the Linux for Robotics course. Great. Loaded. I'm at 45%, says Vish. Okay, you are almost there. A little bit of patience, a couple of minutes, and it will be fully loaded. Benjamin Roy says, loaded. Loaded for me also, Miguel Angel. Thomas Pirican, loaded. Okay, I see Vish now that he says he just jumped straight to 100%. Great. Omkar Chinchar asks, which ROS version are we going to use? Very good question. Omkar, we are going to be working with ROS Kinetic. Yeah, so we are going to be working with ROS Kinetic version. Edux almost there, 93%, 90%, says Adam. Master says, this is cool, I am working with ROS and PDDL, integrating them together by my basics in ROS are weak. Okay, so this is the place to be. Congratulations, because you have found the right place to be, Master. Ahmad Amine says, the course loaded for me, but the BB8 model is not showing, only a white ball. Okay, if this happens to you, I suggest you to click here on the, well, you can do two things. You can either, because this is because of a rendering of your web browser problem. So if you click here on the refresh button in your web browser, it should show properly, yes? In case you see here just a white ball, yeah, click here and refresh your browser, yeah? That's a rendering problem. So by refreshing your web browser, it should be fixed. Freddy Garcia says, hello, thanks for this live. Are we going to review some basic about ROS and artificial vision? Not in this week, Freddy. We are going to do some ROS basics, but we are not going to do any artificial vision. Yeah? This can be covered in another learning week. I don't know, maybe In the future, we can do something about artificial vision, ROS perception, which is super interesting topic, yeah? Here, Maria Tommy says, here to BB8 model is not showing. Okay, try this, Maria. Try this that I have just explained it and refresh your web browser. Loaded, working, loaded, Edgar Meneses. Okay, loaded, hello, loaded, Gabriela Cortez. Carl Spice says, pretty phrase, lol. Yeah. Okay, Master says loaded, Arman Lalan says loaded. Okay, all good here. Okay, excellent. So this looks like it's working pretty well. Ahmed Darwish says, is ROS compatible with Raspberry Pi? Yeah, you can install it. Yeah, there are, we have some, I recommend you to have a look at our blogs in the Construct webpage, because we have some posts there talking about ROS with Raspberry. So have a look there. Work it, thank you. Yes. All right. We are at Unit 2 Linux Essentials. Yeah, we are here. Loaded. Okay, excellent. So let's go. Let's start. All right. So first of all, you may be asking why we are learning Linux. Why we are not learning about, I don't know, about Windows or another. So we are learning Linux because ROS 1 is officially supports Ubuntu. Yeah, it's only supported in Ubuntu officially. Yes, so if you want to install ROS in your local machine, you are going to need to have a Linux machine. Yeah, so that's why we are going to learn about Linux in this prerequisites course, in this day one, because ROS is highly linked and highly associated to Linux. Yeah, you cannot install ROS in a Windows machine, for instance. Yeah, so that's or in a Mac machine. Yeah, so that's why we are going to be learning about Linux today. Yeah, then first of all, what I want you to do, I want you to come here and we are going to download our repository, yeah, into our workspace. So this is our workspace where we are going to have all the files we create during the course. We are going to have them here. And the first thing I want you to do is to download our repository. And to do this, you can come here to the commands. We have the first command here, and you can select it and copy paste it, yeah? So I can do here a Control-C, come here and Control-V, yeah? Control-C, Control-V, or select it and double click here and copy paste, whatever you prefer, yeah? But first, you can do this with any command that we are going to be seeing here, yeah? So don't worry. Then, first of all, we are going to execute this command, cd, home user tracking workspace, src. We are going to learn right now what this cd command is, so don't worry. And then I want you to copy as well this second command, which is the git clone, paste it here, and execute it. Okay, so here it says that I already have it, and that's right. So here I already have these Linux course files, so I don't need to download it because I already have it here. But in your case, you are not going to have it, yeah? So you are going to need to execute these first commands, yeah? So you are going to need to download this repository, yeah? You are going to use it later. So inside here is where we are going to be placing all our programs, etc. Here inside Linux course files. By the way, I'm going to come. All right, don't worry. Let me close this. Yeah. So at the end, you are going to have this Linux course files folder here. Yeah. When you execute the git clone command, you have here a picture of what you should have. Yeah. After executing these two commands, you should have this tracking workspace, and inside the src folder, this Linux course file folder with this move BB8 package folder, yeah? So you should have this structure here. I also have this Linux exam, but but this is because I have already been working on this course for other matters, so I have some files here that you won't have, but in your case you're going to have it like this. Yeah, excellent. Then navigating through the file system. Okay, so basically a Linux machine is composed of folders and files. Let's say these are the two main elements that you will find in a Linux file system. Yeah, folders and files. Yeah, then the basic difference between them is that files are used for storing data. Yeah, so files contain some kind of data. Yeah, and folders are used in order to contain files or other folders. Yeah, so this is the main difference between them. Folders do not contain data. So folders are used to store items there, store files or store other folders, and files contain data. Yeah, so these are basically the two main elements that you are going to find in a Linux file system. Yeah, so here the ones that have this folder icon, these are folders, and these, for instance, the readme.md, task1 sh, task2 sh, these are files. Yes, these are the main difference. If you open a file, you are going to see that it contains data inside. Yes, some kind of data. So this is the main difference between them. Then, let's keep going. Command cd. So what is the command cd used for? The command cd used for is used in order to move through a Linux file system. Yeah, so you can see here a graphical image with folders containing other folders and folders containing files. So if you start here, how can you arrive here? Well, you can do that by using the cd command. Yeah, so this is what you are going to be using the cd command for, in order to move through your file system, move from one folder to another one. Yes, so that's why I did here. Yeah, cd home user. This first command I executed here is, hey, I want to go to this src folder, which is inside the catkin workspace folder, which at the same time is inside the user folder, which at the same time is inside the home folder. Yeah, so imagine this would be the home folder, this would be the user folder, this would be the catkin workspace folder, and this would be the src folder, this last one. Yeah, then if I execute this command, I'm going to move straight to this folder, yeah, from wherever I am. All right, then this is what you are going to be using the cd command for. Yes. All right, let me have a little break and see how you are doing, because this is the first explanation I have done. So let's see if everybody is following. Hi. Sarah Hamdan asks, can we get the Linux exam file? Well, I'm afraid not. Good try, yeah? Anyways, good try, because I could have fall for that one, but no. I cannot share that file. Okay. Abe Kang says, I think folders and files are pretty basic. Yeah, they are. They are. So, but I want to do a quick test and see where are you. So I'm going to start super basic, and I'm going to keep going on. All good, following well, okay, great. Okay, so let's keep going. So here we have our first demo, which let me see what we are going to be doing here. All right, so here you have downloaded in this Linux core files, you have downloaded some scripts here that we are going to execute now. Yes, but in order to execute them, we need to go to the folder that contains that program, yeah? So for instance, here we want to execute this BB8 keyboard.py, which we have it here, yeah? You can see this program here, BB8 keyboard.py, yeah? You have it here. This is a Python script. We are going to learn more about Python tomorrow, so don't worry. But here I want to execute this program, this BB8 keyboard.py. Then how can I execute this program? With this command here, saying Python BB8 keyboard.py. So with this, I can execute this program. But what happens? That this program is not here in the folder I am currently. Yes? So he says that no such file or directory. Yeah? So he cannot find, the system cannot find this file, which I am telling to execute. So what should I do? Well, I should go to the folder that contains this script, which it's this one here. And how can I do that? Well, by using the cd command. So I'm going to come here, copy this command here, and come to this folder, yeah, cd home user catking workspace src linux core files move bb8 package and src at last, yeah. Here you can see src folder, which is the one that contains this bb8 keyboard.py. Then now here I can execute the program python bb8 keyboard.py. I can execute it, and now it's work, as you can see. And what is this program for? Well, this program, it will allow me to move the robot here, the BB8 robot in the simulation, with the keyboard, yeah? Here you have the, with which key does what, but basically here, I'm going to do it right now. As you can see, I am moving the BB8 robot, yeah? So this program is a ROS program that allows me to move the robot, yeah? You can see there how I am moving around the BB8 robot. Yeah, there you have it. All right. So all of you, please, I want you to try this and try to move the robot and let me know if you are able to move the robot properly. Let me have a quick look at the chat, and from this point I'm going to start moving a bit faster. Okay, yeah, I can see things. Good. cd change the directory. Yeah, there you have it, Domenico. The robot is moving. Whoa, says Hara Hamdam. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, excellent. Okay, so this looks like it's working. Here, hey, how do you zoom in and out? Abe Kang. Okay, well, that depends in your system. In my case, I can do it with the mouse scroll. You can see I can zoom out here from the simulation. I can zoom in from the simulation. Also, let me tell you that if you want, you can make this screen in big. You can see there in order to see better the robot. You can also modify. Let me stop this program now. All right. You can also modify the configuration of this. So for instance, you can put the simulation here in the center and have this like this. You can change here the configuration, the one that you prefer. It doesn't matter. I like to have it like this. And all right, yeah. So I've seen some people that has been able to move the robot. That's great. That is fun, says Kadeo-Fun. It's alive. Don't, it's so cool, says Raul. Alright, Adam Omari, how do you move it? You move it with the keyboard. With your keyboard, with the case, you have here specified all the case, what it does. For instance, the key of the I letter is to move forward, yeah? You have here explained, here, in the demo 2.1, what each key does. So, by clicking, you need to have here the focus on the web shell where the program is running, and then by clicking on the keyboard on the specific keys you are going to be able to control and move the robot. All right, excellent. So let's keep moving. I'm going to go a little bit faster because this is very basic and I'm sure that all of you are following properly. So let's start moving a little bit faster. All right, then Okay, very quickly, there are different types of cd commands, so you can move from a directory to a directory like this, for instance, and you can move back like this, for instance, cd dot dot. So cd dot dot, it will take you to the upper directory. Yes, you can see here. You can see it here in the notebook. So everything I am explaining is also explained here in the notebook. Yeah, so you can follow the notebook here and you're going to be seeing everything I'm explaining. In fact, here it is explained in more detail because I'm going to go a little bit fast. So here you have everything explained faster. Then you have the pwd command, which basically is used to know where you are now. Yeah, so if you execute the pwd command, the system is going to tell you where are you, in which directory are you right now. So right now I am on the home user directory. Then, for instance, if I click on cd catkin workspace and I do the pwd one more time, the system says you are now in home user catkin workspace. Yeah, because I have done the cd catkin workspace command. Yeah, super easy. Alright, let's go. Command ls. The two most basic commands in Linux are cd and ls. Yeah? What is the command ls for? The ls command, it will list all the elements that are contained inside a folder. Yeah? So now I am here in the home user folder, as you can see, and if I click ls, this is going to show me what I have inside this folder. In this case, I only have one thing. Inside this folder, I have another folder which is named catkin workspace. Then I do a cd catkin workspace and I'm going to enter this folder, this catkin workspace folder. Then inside here, I can do another ls. Okay, I can see here I have three different folders. One which is named build, one which is named devel, and one which is named src. Excellent, then I can choose what I want to do now. Okay, I want to enter the src folder, so cd src. One more time, ls, what do I have here now? Okay, so here I have two folders, in my case, the Linux course files folder and the Linux exam folder. And I have also one file here, yeah? So you can see that the folders are displayed in blue and the files have different colors, yeah? In this case it's blue, but they can be also green, white, whatever, yeah? But this is a file. So here I can see I have a file and two folders, and etc. Yeah, so this is basically how you can move and see what you have inside each folder. Yeah, so you will move between folders using the cd command and you will visualize what do you have inside each folder with the ls command. Yes, so that's what it's used for. Excellent. Next exercise. This exercise is to execute this move BB8 Circle.py script. Yeah, so let me do one thing very quick here. All right. It doesn't matter. Okay, so basically here what we are going to do is to execute this Python file, the move BB8 Circle, which we have here. You can see it here. Yeah, move BB8 Circle. So what do we need to do in order to execute this program? Well, we need to come to the folder that contains this program, which is this one. Yeah, then this I know it's inside the Linux course file. So cd Linux course files, ls. What do I have here? Okay, I have the move BB8 package. So let's go inside this move BB8 package. ls, what do I have here? I have two files, semigliss and package.xml, and two folders, my scripts and src. And the move BB8 circle is inside, I can see it here, it's inside the src folder. So I'm going to enter the src folder, cd src. And here if I do an ls, I can see that I have these files, the BB8 keyword, which I have executed before in the previous demo. I have this move BB8 circle, which I'm going to execute right now, and I have another one which is named move BB8 forward backward.py. Yeah? But once I am here in the folder that contains my program, I can execute it. So I'm going to come here, copy this command, and execute it. And let's see what happens. Okay, so I can see my BB8 robot is now moving, doing circles. Yeah, you can see it there, how it is moving in circles, and now it will stop. Now it has finished it. So it starts doing circles and it stops. Let's execute it one more time. And you can see it there. Yeah, so the BB8 starts moving in circle. This is another Python script that does this. Yeah, another ROS program that does this. You are going to learn how to create a program like this on this week. Yeah, don't forget it. On Wednesday and Thursday, you are going to learn how you can create a ROS program that does, for instance, this. How to create a ROS program that moves the robot in circles. You are going to learn how to do this during this week. Yeah, but we need to go step by step. Yeah. So this is going to be on Wednesday and Thursday. So step by step. Okay, let me see how you are doing here in the chat. Let's have a look, a quick look. Yeah, in case your robot goes far away on the simulation window, you can click here on this button, reset the simulation. Yeah, you have to reset the simulation and reload the simulation. In this case, if you click on the reset the simulation, the robot is going to go back to the initial position. So I click here. You can see that the robot goes back to the initial position, yeah, to the 0 position here. So in case your robot goes far away, you can click here this button and it's going to come here to the initial position. In case you are having this issue. Yes, Sarah Hamdan says a note here, tap works and complete the command for you. Yeah, this is a good, this is important and it's very useful, and it's going to be useful also when we learn about ROS, the autocomplete function. So for instance, here I don't need to write the whole command, cat kin underscore, I don't need to write everything. Yeah, so if I write here, for instance, cat, and I click on the tab icon, it's going to autocomplete it for me. Yeah, you can see here, and now src, and for instance here I say Linux cur, and it autocompletes. You can see, yeah, using the tab key, you can keep autocompleting the command, so you don't have to write everything. Yeah, this is important. It's going to save a lot of time. Very good point there, Sarah. Okay, all fine, says Idux. Okay, very good, going great, working fine, so far so good. Okay, everything is good. Control C and the current program run. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so when you have a program and you want to stop it, it's Control C. You're going to learn this also, so don't worry. If it go out of the workspace, how can I get it back to it? It's asking Tamana. This is what I have just explained, Tamana. You have here this button in the simulation, the middle one, which says reset the simulation. If you click on this button, the robot is going to come back to the initial position. Yeah? Alright, so I've seen that everyone is following, so let's keep going. Let's keep moving. So we have the ls command. Yes. And, okay, so yeah, a very quick amplification. So the ls command is going to show us the regular files and folders, yeah? But in case we want to see some special files, we need to add the LA suffix, yeah? ls, then the minus symbol, yeah? And LA. And this is going to display as well hidden files and hidden folders. Why do I know that they are hidden? Because they start with a point, yeah? So each file that starts with a point, each file or folder that starts with a point, yeah, it starts its name with a point, it means that it's a hidden folder or hidden file, yeah? So that's why doing an ls, I cannot see it. If I do an ls command, I can only see Catkin workspace folder, because this is the only one, which is regular folder. But if I do an ls la, I'm going to see the Catkin workspace, of course, I have it here, but I can see also all the hidden files and folders, yeah? Special attention to this bash rc file, which is very important, and we are going to have we are going to review it later, yeah? Alright, so let's keep going. In case you want to see more uses of the ls command, you can do ls help, and this is going to display you all the possible suffixes you can use here with the ls command, yeah? In case you are interested, you can do this, ls help. Excellent. Okay, so let's rock BB8. Here you have a small exercise which we are going to do very fast. I'm going to do it with you. So basically here it says to execute this move BB8 forward backward script. So super easy. Basically all we need to do is to go to the folder that contains this script. Which is this folder? Where it's this src folder, yeah? Then here we can come to the cd Catkin workspace. CD Catkin workspace, src, Linux course files. I don't remember what we have here, but I can remember it with ls. Okay, cd move bb8 package and src. And here, if I do an ls, I can see this script, move bb8 forward backward.py. And then I can come here, copy, and paste this command here. And I'm going to see my robot start moving forward and then backward. You can see it there. Now it's going forward. And now it starts to go backward. And then it's going to stop. There you have it, yeah? Great. So basically we know now how to move on a Linux file system. Yeah, all the basics, we have them. So cd command and ls command, super important for you in order to work in a Linux file system, yeah? Then, interacting with the file system. So now we have seen how to move around a file system, yeah? But we are not interacting yet with it. We are just moving around, moving from one folder to another and visualizing what are the contents of each folder, yeah? But we are not interacting, we are not actuating on this file system. So what can we do in a Linux file system in order to interact with it? Well, first thing we can do is to create a new folder, yeah? For instance, so the first thing is to create a new folder. Then here, now I am here in the home user where I have only the Catkin workspace folder, and if I want to create a new folder, I have to use the mkdir command. Yeah, this is going to create a new directory. And how it works? Well, you put mkdir and the name of your folder. So for instance, here you have my folder. Yeah, mkdir my folder. So now if I do an ls, I'm going to see that I have the Catkin workspace I had before, and I also have this new folder which is named my folder, which is the one that I have just created here. Yeah, with the mkdir command. Then I can come inside this my folder and see what we have inside, and we have nothing, yeah, because we have just created this folder and it's empty. So if we do an ls here, it's going to be empty. Yep. All right, what else can we do? We can create files, yes? So for instance, I can come here to my folder, cd my folder, we have it empty, yeah? If we do an ls, there's nothing inside. And now, using the touch command, I can create a new file here. So I'm going to put touch and the name of my file. So my file.txt. Yeah? Now, if I do an ls, hey, I have here my file now, yeah? So I have created a new file inside this new folder, my folder. I have created a new file which is named myfile.txt using the touch command. Yeah? So I can create new folders with the mkdir program, and I can create new files with the touch command. Yeah? Easy and simple. So we are now interacting with the Linux file system. We are modifying it, yeah? We are just not moving around, but we are interacting with it, modifying it. All right. Then, right now, I can come here, and I can see here, in my IDE, I can see this my folder, yeah? I can see it here, the folder I have just created, my folder, and inside the my folder I have this myfile.txt. Yes, here I have it. Okay, so now, how can I visualize? Well, from here, from the IDE is super easy. So I just double click the file, and this file opens, and we can see that it's empty, yeah? Because we have just created and it contains nothing. But how can I visualize the contents of this file from the web shell? Well, for that, in this case, we are going to use the visual editor, yeah? It's called V. So how do I do this? I'm going to put here V and the name of the file I want to visualize, yeah? In this case, it's V myfile.txt. If I click enter now, if I execute this command, I'm going to enter into the file. Yeah, so here I'm inside the myfile.txt, and I can see that it is empty. Yeah, so there's nothing inside this file, so it's completely empty. Yes, because I have just created it, which is normal. Yeah, then now, in order to write into this file, I have to switch the mode, yeah? So now I'm on the visualization mode of V, so I can visualize the contents of the file, but I cannot modify this file. For this, I need to switch to the insert mode, yeah? And for that, I need to click on the A button in my keyboard. Yeah, here you have it. So you need to type the character A, yeah? I'm going to do it right now here, and you can see that here at the left bottom corner it appears this mode. This insert word appears here, and this is indicating me that I am now in the insert mode. Yeah, so now I can write here, hello, my name is Alberto. Yeah? Okay, so now I have written into this file, and now in order to save, what I need to do is to click on the ESC button to exit the insert, because the insert mode is just to write, yes? So now I have written, I click on the ESC button, the insert goes away, and now I'm going to insert this, yeah? 2 points. You can see it down here, W for write and Q for quit. Yeah, so I'm going to write this file and quit and exit. Yes? So now if I enter again my file, bmyfile.txt, I can see that now I have here this string, hello, my name is Alberto. Yeah? And also, if I open my file here in the visual editor, I can see that now it has this string here. Hello, my name is Alberto. Yeah? Okay, so this is some basics about how to use V. However, I think that it's going to be better if we escape this. Let me see what you are saying in the chat. Clear, will clear the screen for you. Echo cool, echo magnif, MK dear. Okay, size of letter matter, using of instead of a spacebar. Touch. Cat file. Yeah, cat is another option. So here we are using V in order to visualize the contents of my file, but you can also do cat. You can also use the cat program, cat myfile.txt, and it will print here the contents of your file. Yeah, good point there. So this is another option. You could use cat, yeah. Is it okay? Okay, yeah. However, if you don't feel comfortable with B, you can work from the IDE. Yeah, so here you can open your file and you can write here Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, so this is a regular IDE. You can open files, write, save, you can delete, whatever, yeah? So if you prefer to work graphically, you can work graphically, yeah? But I want to explain a little bit of how you can work as well from the Linux web shell, yeah? Then, let's keep going. Let's keep moving forward. All right, so the beginning, create a new. Okay, so now we have an exercise here. Yeah, so inside the Linux course files folder that we downloaded at the beginning, here, Linux, let me open it again, Linux course files. Inside here, we are going to create a new folder which is named My Scripts. Yeah, so I'm going to do it, in fact, cd workspace src cd linux course files, sorry, linux course files, cd move bb8 package. Here I'm going to remove in my case I'm going to remove my scripts because I want you. Here in the exercise I need to create it from zero, so I'm going to do it with you from zero. Yeah, then, all right, so here inside the move bb8 package we are going to create a new folder named my scripts. Yeah, you have it here in the exercise. Create a new folder named my scripts. All right, so I'm going to create a new folder, mkdir my scripts. Yeah, all right. Then I'm going to go inside this folder, inside the My Scripts folder, and I'm going to create here a file named movebb8square.py. All right, so touch and the name of the file, which is .py. Okay, so I have here my scripts folder with the movebb8square.py file. And inside this file, I'm going to paste the contents that I have here, yeah? So I'm going to select all this code here. I'm selecting all this and I'm going to paste it here inside my file, yeah? So I have done it through the ID in this case. So I have opened this, the movebb8square.py script here, and I have copied all this code here from the notebook and pasted it here, yeah? The chat, and let's see how you are doing, guys, because this is going to start to get more interesting. Okay, I see here Shruti N. He's asking, how do you exit the B file? Okay, so if you are inside a B file, so for instance here my folder B my file, yeah, in order to exit you have to click on the ESC button, yeah, then you click on the 2 points here, you have them here, yeah, 2 points and Q, for which means kit, yeah, this means kit, like this, but you put just the Q, yeah? So ESC button and then you put 2 points and Q and hit the and you hit the enter button and you're going to exit the file, yeah? In case you want to also save it, then you would do ESC 2 points W for write and Q for kit. So write and kit file. Yep. So basically that's how you exit. Let me go back to the commands. All right. Arduproc says, I am used to Nano, for that I am asking. Okay, so yeah, Nano is another program that you can also use. I don't know if it's installed here. No, we don't have it installed here, but Nano is another program similar to V, yeah? But it doesn't matter. I mean, Arduproc, if you are used to Nano, then work with Nano, yeah? So you don't need to learn another method. I mean, if you don't need to, it doesn't make sense, yeah? So if you already work with Nano and you are comfortable working with Nano, and you are used to Nano, then keep working with Nano, yeah? We are just explaining this in case someone arrives new and doesn't have any idea, so we introduce you to V, yeah? But if you are already familiar with other programs, you can use other programs, yeah? So no problem with that. Can you tell something more? Sid is asking, can you tell something more about Catkin Workspace? That's a very good question, but it's not the right moment. So I'm going to explain more about the Catkin Workspace, much more about it on Wednesday, when we start talking about ROS. So on Wednesday, we are going to be talking about basic ROS. So remember, let me do a quick switch here to the planning. So today we are going to be talking about Linux for robotics. Tomorrow it's going to be Python for robotics. And then on Wednesday we are going to start with ROS basic concepts. That here on Wednesday I'm going to talk about the Catkin Workspace, yeah? What is it, why it's so important for ROS, etc. Yeah? So on Wednesday I'm going to be explaining more about the Catkin Workspace. Alright? Let me go back to my PC. Excellent. So let me go back to the chat and see what questions we have here. So yes, on Wednesday we are going to talk more about the Catkin Workspace. Alright, excellent, okay. So yeah, let's keep going. So it looks like everybody is following. Excellent. So okay, so now we have, all of you should have created, so I'm here in exercise 2.2, so you should have created this my scripts folder, yes, inside the move BB8 package, the my scripts folder, and no, sorry, it's not inside src. There we go, Linux course files. It's not inside the, here, Alright, so you need to create it inside the Linux course files folder, yeah, here. So here inside the Linux course files, now we have the move BB8 package and this folder named my scripts, yep. And inside the my scripts folder, we have created a Python file, which is named move bb8 square.py, where we have copied and pasted all this code, yeah? Don't worry about this code, because this is Python code, and we are going to talk more about Python and create Python scripts tomorrow, so you don't need to know this right now, you don't need to understand it, it's not meant for that, yeah? You're going to be creating your Python scripts tomorrow and learning more about it. So don't worry about this for now. Just use the code, copy it and paste it into the file, yeah? Then now we are going to execute this program, yeah? We are going to execute a command here, which is this one, run move bb8 package move bb8 square.py, in order to try to execute our move bb8 square.py script that we have just created. Then I'm going to execute this, and I'm going to get an error. Yeah? So I can see it here. Then rosrun is a command. We are going to learn more about rosrun as well on Wednesday when we start talking about ROS, but this is a small taste about ROS, yeah? Where a super small, we need to explain this a little bit so that you can understand other Linux concepts. But basically, rosrun is a command used in ROS in order to launch a program. Yes? Then, how it works? Well, you put rosrun, you specify the name of the package and the name of the script. Then the name of the package, in this case, as you can see from the command, is move bb8 package. And the name of the script is move BB8 square. Yeah? And the error here is saying, couldn't find executable named move BB8 square.py below home user cooking office SRC Linux files move BB8 package. So it says, hey, I don't have any program named like this inside the move BB8 package. And it's true, yeah? Because this program is not inside the move BB8 package, yeah? So in order to be able to execute it, we should move our program inside the move BB8 package. And how can we do this? Well, we can do this with the mv command of Linux. So the mv command, it stands for move. And these commands will allow us to move files or directories from one place to another. So for instance, here in the Linux course files folder, I'm going to do an ls, and I'm going to execute the following command. mv, I'm going to move the folder my scripts inside the move bb8 package. Yeah? So I'm going to move this folder, the my scripts folder, inside the move bb8 package. Yeah? So let's execute it. And as you can see, I don't have anymore my scripts folder here. Why? Because I've moved it inside the move bb8 package. So if I go inside the move bb8 package and I execute here the ls command, I can see the my scripts folder. I have it now here. Yeah? And I can see as well that I have here the move bb8 square script outside the my scripts folder. So I'm going to move this file, move bb8 square, inside this folder, inside the my scripts folder. Yeah? There we go. I don't have it anymore here because I have it inside the my scripts folder. Yeah? So another very useful command in Linux is the mv command in order to move files from one folder to another, or to move folders from one folder to another. Yeah? Super important. Here you have the explanation of the command, etc. Excellent. Let's have a very quick look at the chat. Adam Momari, would I require some dependents like gazebo to run this on my Ubuntu machine? Yes, if you want to do this in your Ubuntu machine, in your local machine, you will have to install gazebo, yeah, for sure. I see that Ruben has answered you a little bit down, so excellent. Galegosi asks, how much longer will we be going today? Okay, so we are almost 8:30. So here in Barcelona time, in CEST time. So we are going to be 40 minutes more. Yeah, Seth says 38 minutes left. Yeah, exactly, 38 minutes left. We might prolong it 5-10 minutes, I don't know, but more or less it's going to be 38 minutes left. Yeah. So today it's been a little bit special because we had some problems at the beginning with the setup and we lost some time there. Yeah. But yeah. So okay, so we have just 40 minutes, so let's go. I want to keep advancing. So let's go to work. To the bench work, like my colleague Miguel says. Okay, so let's go. We have as well the cp command. Another very important Linux command is the cp command. What is this command for? It's to copy. Yeah? It copies files or folders Yeah, so basically it copies one file. So you can see here, for instance, let's go here to the Cat King workspace, src, Linux course files, inside the movie package, and my scripts. There we go. And here I have the movie8 square.py. So now I want to create a copy of this file. How do I do this? Well, I execute the command cp move bb8 square.py, and I'm going to copy to a new file which is going to be named move bb8 square copy.py. Yeah, so I'm going to copy this file, the move bb8 square.py file, which I created earlier, into a new file named move bb8 square copy.py. So I execute this command, and now if I list the contents of this folder, I can see two files. So I have the original move bb8 square.py, and I have the copy, the new copy I have created, move bb8 square copy.py. Yep. And if I open these files, which I have them here, I can visualize them here in the IDE. This is the move bb8 square.py, the original one. Yeah, here you have it. And if I open the copy one, which is this one, I can see they are exactly the same. Yeah, so you can, let me make this bigger. So this is the copy and the original one. Yeah, so they are exactly the same. I have created a copy of the file. Yep. So this is what the cp command is used for. All right. Then you can also copy folders, of course, but if you want to copy folders, so for instance, let me show this real quick. So let's say that I want to copy the whole my scripts folder into a new another folder, which is a copy. So I would do cp of my scripts into my scripts copy, and I'm getting an error here. Omitting directory in my script. Why am I getting this error? Because if I want to copy directories, I need to add the -r. Yeah, after the cp. So I need to do cp -r, and then I put the original folder and the name of the copy folder. So my scripts copy. Yep, and now I have created the copy. I can see here my scripts and my scripts copy. Yes, here I can see it with the same content and everything. Yeah, so for folders you need to add the -r suffix. Yes, as always you can use the help suffix here in order to see all the options. If you want to learn more, you can do cp help, and you're going to get information about all the suffix you can use with the cp command. Yeah? All right. One last thing. Okay, so I have created many copies here, many things I don't want. I want to remove them. How do I remove them? From the web shell, using the rm command. rm, which goes for remove. Yeah? Remove. Then, here, first of all, I want to remove from, I'm going to enter my scripts folder, and here I have the original move bb8 square and the copy. So I want to remove the copy here. So I'm going to do rm and the name of the file I want to remove. In this case, it's move bb8 square copy.py. Yeah, so rm and the name of the file I want to remove. I hit enter and the file is gone. I only have the original one. Yep. And now I'm going to do the same with the folder, with the my scripts copy folder. This copy I have created here. So rm of the my scripts copy. Oops, I get an error. It says cannot remove my scripts copy. Is a directory. Okay, yeah. So what's going on here? Why this is not working? Because as I had to do with the copy command, with the cp command, when I'm working with a directory, I need to add the -r. Yeah? So I need to do rm -r and my scripts copy. Yep, and now it works, and now it removes the folder, the whole folder. Yeah, you can see here it's gone. It has been removed. Yeah, so when working with directories, with folders, remember to use the -r suffix. All right. Excellent. Then here we have the last exercise of this unit, and we are going to move to the next unit. So in the last exercise of this unit is to run again this command. So remember, we tried to execute this command some time ago, but it was complaining that we had the script outside the move BB8 package. But then, using the move command, the mv command, we moved our script, this move BB8 square, we moved it inside the move BB8 package. Yeah, so now we have it here. So now we are going to try to execute again this command and see if we can run our program to move the robot in a square. So let's run this. Okay, and now I'm getting more errors, which are expected. Yeah, so don't panic. This is supposed to happen. We are doing this so that you learn better by solving all the errors and you understand better what's going on. Yeah, so what's happening here? Let's read. Here it says, couldn't find executable named move BB8 square pi below. Okay, so it's not finding this file inside this package, but he says found the following, but they're either not files or not executable. So he has found this file, yes, inside the move BB8 package, and inside the my scripts he has actually found this file, the move BB8 square pi. So he knows that this file is here, but he says that it's not a file or it's not executable. Okay, so we know that this is a file, yeah, because we have created it and it has data inside. We have pasted data inside here, so we know for sure that this is a file. So the only option left here is that this is not executable. So this file is not executable, which basically means that this file doesn't have execution permissions. Yeah? So we are not able to run this file because it doesn't have execution permissions. Alright, so what do we do now? Okay, so we are going to give execution permissions to this file, right? In order to solve this program. And how do we do this? Okay, so for this, we are going to move to the next unit. Yeah, so all of you come here to the Linux, to the units menu here, and we are going to move to the unit 3. We are now in unit 2 Linux Essentials, and we are going to move to unit 3, Advanced Utilities 1. Yes, number 3, Advanced Utilities 1. I'm going to click here right now, and this is going to open the unit 3. And here we are going to start talking about permissions. Yes, about Linux permissions for files and for folders also. Yeah, so everything has permissions in Linux. Alright, so right here, let me do a small pause of 5 minutes. Let me read some of the chats and let's see how this is going. Okay, so I can see here Ezquerro, which is doing some spoilers. Please, Ezek, don't do spoilers. You are already providing the solutions. I'm joking. Okay, so I see Ezek is already familiar with Linux and with permissions, because he's telling there some commands in order to provide execution permission, but we are going to learn this now. Also, Sarah, I can see here, is explaining how to do this, how to assign permissions to a file. You are doing big spoilers for the poor people that doesn't know. Yeah. Okay, don't worry. All right. So, how can we search for a file? I was late. How do I get to it? Okay. So for those asking, don't worry. I'm going to explain right now what are permissions and how to modify permissions and yeah, and how to manage them. Yeah. So let's keep going. Permissions in Linux. So as I've said, all files have permissions. Yeah. How can we see the permissions of a file? So let's come here to the my scripts folder, because the file we're interested in is this one, move BB8 square. So if I hit ls, I cannot see nothing. I just see the number of the name of the file, nothing else. But what happens if I do an ls la? Hey, Here I can see some more information, yeah? I can see here user, here I can see a date, yeah? A date, March 23, 1910, the name of the file, and here I have some strange letters, yeah? Which, these letters are super important, and these letters here indicate the permissions of the file, yes? These letters indicate the permissions of the file. And basically you have three different types of letters here. R, which goes for read, W, which goes for write, and X here, the X letter, which goes for execute. Yeah? So basically we have these three permissions. Read permissions, which allows you to read the file. Write permissions, which allows you to write content into the file, to modify the file, to delete things, add things, etc. into a file. And execute permissions, which allow you to execute the file, to run the file. Yes? And we have three different groups. As you can see, we have here this, we have 9 spaces. 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. Yeah? Then the first 3 letters here are the permissions of the owner of the file. Who is the owner of the file? The owner of the file is usually the one that creates it. In this case, we are the user, yeah? We are the user, and we are the ones that have created the file. So we are the owners of this file. Yeah? Then our permissions of this on these files are R and W. What does this mean? This means that we have read permission, so we can read the contents of the file, and we have write permission, so we can write into this file, delete things, modify it. But here we don't have the X. Yes? So we don't have execution permissions. We cannot execute this file. Yes? Then the second group here is the group. Yes? Then these are the permissions that for the group that has been assigned to the file or directory. Yes? This is Linux more advanced. It doesn't matter right now, so let's just forget it for now, because this is I don't want to lose time explaining this. So basically, remember, the first 3 letters are for the owner, the next 3 are for the groups, and the last 3 are for all the users, so the rest of users, yeah? But now we are going to focus on the first 3 here. So we have, as you can see here, we have R and W, yes? So we have read and write permissions, and the other ones have only write permissions. So they can see the contents of the file, but they cannot neither modify it nor execute it. Yes? Okay, so now I know that I have read and write permissions on this file. So how can I modify this? Well, there are different options. For instance, I can use the command chmod like this, chmod plus x. So the keyword chmod is going to allow me to modify the permissions of a file or of a directory. Yes? Then chmod plus x is going to add execution permissions to this file. So now, if I execute this command chmod plus x, which means add execution permissions to this file, let's execute it, and now I execute the lsla command again, I can see that the x permissions have been added for everyone, for the owner, also for the group, here, and also for all the rest of users, yeah? And you can see also that the file name has turned green, which means that now this file is executable, yes? Yeah? And I can take out this permission by using the same command n minus x, for instance, yep? So now, if I do lsla, the execution permissions are gone, as you can see here. Yes, and the name file is white again. Yeah, so this is an option with the to do it. And also, yeah, so here you have other options to do it. but I'm going to explain just this one, the chmod plus x, and also this one, the 740. This basically is a binary code, yeah, in how to do it. So basically, okay, let's do it just with the plus x in order to make things easier. So chmod plus x move BB8 square.py. So this is going to add execution permissions to our file. So now we have it in green, and now we have execution permissions for this file. Yeah. In case you want to learn more about this, you can do it later, because otherwise we are not going to have time to do almost anything. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. So now my file has execution permissions. So I'm going to try to execute one more time this command and see what happens now. Okay, so now I can see my BB8 robot moving, and it's moving, executing a square, yeah, and a square-like movement. We can see it there. It's moving in one side, another side. It's doing the shape of a square, yeah, as you can see here in the movement. All right, excellent. So let's see, let me have a look at the chat and see how you are doing, guys. If you write plus x, it's only for user or for everyone? It's for everyone. Easy. If you write plus x, it's for everyone. Yeah, also for group and all users. Sandy's Weird says, new to Linux and all these things look so much. Is there any site to refer these Linux commands or a course to get hands-on with Linux? Yeah, you are going to find many online courses on Linux, but Sandy, I also recommend you that if you want, this course is totally for free, and right now, because of the time and I want to advance, I'm going very fast, yeah? So there are many things here which I am not explaining, but here, if you have a look at the notebook, everything is explained much more slowly, yes? So here everything is explained much more step by step, yeah? Here I'm jumping from one place to another, yeah, in order to move faster and to try to do more things, because later when this finishes, we are going to finish in 20 minutes. So later, the ones who want to learn more, you can read here in the notebook and get more information, yeah? So you're going to be able to do everything slowly as well, following step by step, and you're going to understand everything much more better, yeah? Because of time limitations, I'm going a little bit fast, yeah, in my case. But I suggest you do this, yeah? Yeah, so here there's asking, if you want to modify owner permissions only, how do you do it? Okay, so for that case, for instance, you can do here let me take out the execution permission here. Okay, yeah, so I have taken out the execution permissions. So for instance, here I can say chmod I think it's you, I don't remember. Group. Yeah, letter U goes for owner, G for group, O for others, and A for all users. Yeah, so if you say chmod U for owner plus X, and the name of the file, move BB8 square.py, then I'm giving execution permissions only to the owner, yeah? And also you can use, for instance, the binary code here, yeah? These letters here, so for instance, I can do here a chmod 777, yeah? This is going to give full permissions to everybody. You're going to see now that everybody is going to have full permissions, yeah? Everybody has RWX, RWX, RWX. Or I can say, hey, I want full permissions only for the owner, and for the group and for all the rest, 0. So no permissions on this file. Yes? Then now I have full permissions, read, write, and execute for the owner, and for the others, they have no permissions, not even read the file, yeah? So all of this, as I've said, is explained here, but it's too much for the newcomers, as our friend was saying right now in the comments. So I'm going to explain just the most important things. If you want to go deeper, you have everything here. So you can, by yourself, see these and see all the options and everything, but I think it's too much to go to every option, because it's just too much, yeah? So, okay, so we have now the permissions here in our file. We have been able to move the robot in a square, which was our purpose. I hope all of you have done this, have been able to move the robot, your robot, in a square shape movement. I hope you have been able to do it. And yeah, so here you have the permission section, how to modify the permissions. As you can see, permissions are super important in Linux, yeah, are super important. And the next section we have are bash scripts. What are bash scripts? Well, bash scripts basically are Linux programs, yeah? So this is a Python program. This is a program written in Python, but for Linux you can also write programs, yeah? So we can write a program in for Linux as well. And these programs for Linux are known as bash scripts, yes? Then we are going to create a very simple bash script here in the my scripts folder. So we are going to do touch bash script.sh. Yeah, bash scripts usually go with the .sh extension, yeah? So I'm going to do the touch command, remember, for creating files, bash script.sh, yep. Then here I have the bash script. I can see it here in the IDE. You can open it with V, with Nano, whatever tool you prefer. I'm going to do it right now with the IDE, yeah? And then inside here, I'm going to paste this code I have here, yeah? I'm going to Control-C and Control-V, yeah? Then, super important, all bash scripts need to start with this line here, yes? This basically indicates that this is a bash script. So it's going to be, it has to be treated as a bash script, yeah? For instance, here in the Python script, we have this first line which indicates that this is a Python script, yes? So here we have the same, but this, in this case, it indicates that this is a bash script. Yeah, so when I execute it, and this line is going to tell my system, hey, be aware, this is a bash script, yeah? So you are about to execute to run a bash script. And then here I'm just, this is like a print, yeah? If you know Python, or if you are used to work with Python, this is like a print. So this is going to basically print something into my shell, yeah? Or in C++, if you know C++, this is like a cout, yeah? So I'm going to come here and I'm going to execute this bash script, yeah? So how can I execute this bash script? I'm going to just write here bash script.sh, yeah? So /bash script.sh. Why dot? Because this bash script is inside the folder I am currently in, yeah? Then if I execute this, I get an error. What error do I get? Permission denied. Okay, interesting. So this is something related with permissions, but hey, I have just learned how to deal with permissions. Yeah? So what should I do now? Okay, I'm going to check what permission do I have here. Okay, so I can see that I don't have execution permissions. So could this be related? Okay, let me see. I'm going to give execution permissions to this bash script. Let me check now. Okay, great. Now I have execution permissions. So let me try to run one more time this bash script. Okay, now it works great. Excellent. So now I can... okay, so you can see, now I'm starting to see, so you are starting to be able to deal with errors in Linux systems, which is pretty interesting. So you have found an error here, but you know how to solve it. You know it's permission related, so you come here, you check the permissions of this file, and then you give the proper permissions, and you solve the issue. And here you can see this echo, hello there, developers. Yeah? So you can see this echo is like a print. It's just printing a line here in the into the web shell. Yep. Then okay, so here we have an exercise which I'm going to let you do it, this one, because it's pretty interesting. So, well, first of all, let me tell you, inside a bash script, you can write anything that you can write in a shell, yeah? So for instance, if I execute this command here in a shell, echo hello, I get this output, yeah? So what can you write here? What commands can you write here? Any command that you want, that you can execute in a web shell, yeah? So for instance, you can write here cd commands. You can say cd home user. I'm going to take this out now. Or no, in fact, I'm going to add another. Okay, I move it to the user folder. And here you can also do an ls, for instance, ls LA, yeah? Or just an ls, like you want, yeah? So now if I execute this, this is going to first print hello there developers, then it's going to do a cd into the home user folder, then it's going to do another echo of I move it to the user folder, and then it's going to do an ls command, yeah? So let's see what happens. Let's do here a bash script sh. I'm going to execute this new script. What has happened here? Okay, yeah. So it has printed hello there developers. Then I move it to the user folder. It has moved it to the user folder and it has done an ls.la there. Yes, you can see here, all this is from the user folder, yeah, not from the my scripts folder. If I come here and I do an ls.la, you can see here all the bash aliases, bashrc, cache, config, gazebo, yeah? Bash aliases, bashrc, cache, config, gazebo, yeah? So as you can see, it has done all this. First, it prints this string, it comes to the home user folder, it prints this other string, I move it to the user folder, and then it does an ls.la, yeah? So basically, in a bash script, you can put any command that you can execute in a web shell. This includes, of course, permission-related commands. So you can remove folders, you can change permission of files, and this is exactly what I want you to do in this exercise here. So here, inside the MyScripts folder, first of all, you are going to create a new bash script, which is going to be named x23 script sh. Yeah. So touch. There you have it. Then, inside this script, I want you to create a bash script that does the following. First, it goes to the MyScripts folder. Second, it lists all the files there, showing their permissions. Then, it will modify the permissions of the move BB8 square pi file so that all the groups have full permissions. Yeah? And finally, it will list all the files again, showing the updated permissions. Yeah? So I want you to put here the commands, create the bash script that does this. Yes? Down here you have the solution, but please do not look at the solution. Try to do it by yourselves. Yes? Because if you look at the solution, you're not going to learn. Yeah? You need to try to do it by yourself. And it's super easy. Yeah? Alright, let me have a look at the comments, how it is going, what people is saying. Mauricio Ferrari is saying thanks to the construct. You're welcome, Mauricio. Thank you for watching us. Are you sure that this session will be available in new blogs of YouTube channel? Yes, we are going to publish this video as a regular video later. So this live session as a regular video later, don't worry. Thank you. Inside the bash script. Bash script command works on track, says Gloria de Felix. Alright, excellent. Gal Egosi asks, what happens if you disable execute permissions for the file within the file? Okay, that's interesting. So let's have a look at that. So I assume that you mean, for instance, cd home user, I'm going to copy this, copy, and make this bigger. Modify permissions. I'm going to put here remove it, execution permissions. Okay, so I'm going here and then I'm going to do a chmod minus x of the bash script.sh. I suppose you mean this. So you start the script with execution permissions, but then you come here and you remove the execution permissions from this bash script, right? So let's see what happens. ls minus la. All right, so what happens? It happens that it finishes correctly and it removes. You can see that now here in the bash script we don't have anymore the execution permissions. In fact, if we try to execute it again, we're going to get an error. Yeah. So basically, it starts, it removes the permissions, but it finishes the bash script, yeah, because it's already inside executing it. Then when it finishes, you are not going to be able to execute it again, yeah? All right. Weiyong C. Sorry, how to download the source code is asking. I am late. Okay, Weiyong, don't worry. This is not any source code. So we are working on a course. Let me show you. So we are working here on the Robotics Academy on a free course. And everything that we are doing here, we are doing it ourselves. So we are doing it while following the course. So you just have to come here to Robotics Academy and come here to the free courses section and enter the Linux for Robotics course. Yeah? And then you're going to be able to follow it and you're going to be able to create all these files that we are working with and generating here. All right, Edgar Meneses, thanks. All right, sorry, how to download the source code? Okay, yeah, already answered. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Weiyong. Okay, so how are you doing? Are you doing this exercise 3.3? Yeah, have you achieved to do this exercise? This one here? Okay, so next section here, we have the passing parameters to a bash script. but seeing the hour, we are going to end it here. But basically, we have left the basic parameters to bash script. Here, the bash rc file. Okay, so yeah, we are going to have to end here, but please, if you have time, you can continue doing the course. As I've said, it's totally free. You can continue it now when we finish the stream. You can continue later. I don't know. You can go to have lunch or to have a shower or to do a coffee and continue later. You can continue tomorrow if you want, whatever. If you are interested in learning more about Linux, please continue the course, because tomorrow we are going to start with the Python one. So we are not going to continue with this one. So if you are interested in learning more about this, about any of the concepts that we are covering in this course, please keep doing it. It's totally free. Yeah? Don't worry. And as I've said, before finishing, let me remember you that today we have been working on Linux for robotics, and tomorrow we are going to work on Python for robotics, yeah? So we are going to learn about Python programming from zero, from the very basics, yeah? We are going to learn how to create Python scripts, yeah? So this is going to be for tomorrow. And once we finish today, which is already finished, and tomorrow, we are going to be able to take an evaluation test, which is optional, of course. You can do it or not. It's totally free. So if you choose to do it, you are not going to pay anything. It's totally free. And if you pass it, you are going to get a certificate, which you can link, for instance, in your LinkedIn page. Yeah, which says, hey, I have this certificate for Linux and Python for robotics. Yep. So, but yeah, I'm going to explain more about this tomorrow on Tuesday when we finish the Pinix for robotics stream. So I hope many of you are tomorrow as well. I hope to see you, many of you, there. Let me have a look at the chat. Okay, thank you, Lisandro. You're welcome, Lisandro. Sarah says thanks. You are welcome, Sarah. Tawhid Ahmed, you are welcome as well. In India, it's 1:30 a.m. now. Whoa. That's late. Thank you so much for today's session. Waiting for the rest. Thank you very much for that word, Sarah. So, on what time is the session tomorrow? Okay, in theory, it's going to be the same time. Yeah? What do you think about the time? Is it good for you? Let me know here in the comments. It would be very nice if you tell us from which country are you seeing the stream, and which time is there, and if this time is good for you. Yeah, because this is going to help us. In theory, we have think about doing all the sessions this week at the same time, which is going to be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. CEST time, which is the time from Spain. Yeah? So that's the theory. I can see in the US it's 3 p.m. Okay, so in the US it's a good time. I can see. See you tomorrow. Thanks for the time and work. You are welcome, everybody. Everybody, you are. Thank you, everybody, that has been following this session. Really. If we keep getting this support along the week, I can tell you for sure that we are going to repeat this. We are going to repeat this ROS Learning Week with, I don't know, maybe ROS Navigation. It could be interesting. I don't know. But if we keep getting the support as today, we are going to repeat this for sure. Hello, in Brazil it's 17. I am in the US, the time is fine. Germany, this is good time. In Ukraine it's from 8 to 10 p.m. USA, San Diego, 11 p.m., 1 p.m. Lebanon, it's 10 p.m. Australia is 5 a.m., 7 a.m. Okay, Benjamin, in Australia it's a bit early, yep. It is 11 p.m. now.
Brazil 15 to 17. In the UK it's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., which is good for me, says Oliver Simon. Germany, okay, so in general I can see that the time is good, so everybody is more or less fine with the time. So yes, tomorrow we are going to repeat the same time. Yeah, it's going to be from 7 p.m. 9 p.m. CEST time from Spain. So we are going to repeat the same time as today, the same schedule. Okay. And so yeah, that's all from my part. Let me go back here to my view. Alright, so thank you very much. Today we started with a little bit of problems, but we recovered stronger than ever, and we have been able to follow and complete the session pretty well. So I want to thank you, all of you, for being here. Tomorrow we are going to be working in Python. So today maybe for some of you this has been a little bit basic. I understand you, don't worry, because we are going with this we want to reach also the ones that don't have any knowledge, so that they can join us in the process of learning ROS. So that's why we decided to start with Linux and Python, which are the prerequisites for ROS. But as I've said, tomorrow we are going to start with Python, creating Python scripts, and on Wednesday we are going to start with ROS, teaching ROS concepts and how to create ROS programs, how to move your robots with ROS, all these BB8 movements that you have seen here. We are going to see how to create the ROS programs to do that. And yeah, and if this is successful, we are going to keep building from this on more complex ROS topics, like, I don't know, ROS navigation, maybe ROS manipulation also, how to move robotic arms. I don't know. We are going to be seeing, but we are going to see in the future. But yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow in the Python live class. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye, and stay safe and stay home. Yeah, please don't go out. This is super important for everybody, and so that we can win this fight against COVID-19. So please stay home. We are going to be there giving you support and giving you this live stream so that you can stay home learning ROS. Yeah. So yeah, goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.